I'm Allie Cartwright, and this is Q and Allie. You have questions, and I have insight. This week, we're going to talk about how your energy is affected by your use of electronics. And specifically, we're talking about electronics that usually involve screen time, like smartphones and laptops, tablets, TVs, video game consoles, that sort of thing is where our focus is this week. And I think we can all agree that we probably use our electronics a little too much. It's a very rare person that is not using their electronics a little too much if they live in this society. I know I have a major smartphone addiction, you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very far from perfect here. And it's something I'm working on. I'm not trying to shame myself by saying that. It is something that you work on. And this week, I'm not trying to demonize any kind of technology. I'm just trying to help bring awareness to how we can shift our use to be a little bit healthier. Because one of the reasons that it is so very, very, very addictive is our devices, all like the apps we use, the programs, the shows and whatnot, they're designed to create dopamine triggers, and they're designed to trigger dopamine in your brain. And so you get this little zing of happiness, and that's great, except it's not actually connected to your real life usually, and it happens so much, we ingest this so much that it really burns out our dopamine receptors, and so we're left feeling unfocused and disconnected and exhausted, no matter what our sleep looks like. If, we make sure we get to bed on time and get up at a decent time, and you still feel exhausted, it likely has to do with electronic burnout. So this all really affects your energy because, of course, everything is energy, but also, we talk a lot about wanting your energy to be high vibrational. And so when you are checked out, when you are tuned out of your life and you are, like staring at a screen and just kind of unconsciously taking in those dopamine triggers and not really paying attention, just kind of going on autopilot, it really brings down your overall vibration because you're not actively engaging. You're not focused in on how anything is really affecting you. So, and sometimes we need to tune out, but when we are living in a space of being tuned out, that can become really unhealthy, and it really brings down our overall vibration as we go about our life. So meditation, of course, conversely, draws awareness to your being, to how things affect you, and to your energy so that you are more actively engaged in your life, which is why it helps you get aligned with your best life, because when you're aware and you're engaged, you have an easier time making choices that are going to serve that alignment. So as always, we're going to talk about this topic in regards to our meditation moment, our mindful moment, and our mantra moment. So for the meditation moment this week, we're doing a cord cutting meditation. So when we have something in our life, a thing, a person, whatever, anything we have in our life, you have cords of attachment to that thing. So there are healthy cords and there are unhealthy cords. And so our addiction to our electronics is an unhealthy cord of attachment that when we cut this cord can help us rein in that addiction, help us really start to develop healthier habits. So what you're going to do in this meditation is you're going to settle in, get yourself grounded, relaxed, and then you're just going to picture your electronics, and it can be helpful to do them one at a time through the meditation. If you're in a hurry, you can just picture them in a group, or you can just do the one that you feel like is really affecting you. Like I said, I in particular have a smartphone addiction, so I put high priority on cutting that cord when doing this kind of energetic maintenance. So you picture the object or objects in front of you, and then you become aware of that cord of attachment. You notice what it looks like. You notice where it's connected to your body and where it's connected to the object or objects. And you go ahead and you visualize cutting that cord. When I do a guided meditation of this, I usually use a very sharp pair of scissors. You can use any sharp object that is feeling really powerful for you in that moment. It is up to you. It's totally customizable. So when you do this visualization and you allow yourself to cut that cord and be aware of how it's affecting you, how you are feeling that energy and how cutting that cord feels, because oftentimes it can bring a little bit of discomfort. And so when you allow yourself to be aware of that and breathe through it, breathe it out, it helps so much, and it makes it so much easier to really develop those healthy habits, cut the addiction, use things mindfully. And speaking of mindfully, that takes us to our mindful moment for this week. This week is just about bringing awareness to the times when you might be using your device on autopilot. You're not really getting much out of it. You're just sort of mindlessly clicking, scrolling, trying to get those little dopamine hits, maybe just looking for some drama, because honestly, if we're bored, drama, anxiety, and stress are more appealing to our subconscious than boredom, because it's something, right? So again, just being mindful. If you are watching TV and you are just kind of feeling glazed and your body's getting uncomfortable and everything, notice that. Get up, take a break, move a little. If you are using your phone and not really doing anything on it, you're just doing nothing, looking at stuff that you're not even going to remember later, put it down, do something else. Give yourself a chance to really engage in your life. Our mantra moment for this week is, I use technology to benefit my life. Technology and our devices, they're wonderful, wonderful things. I am so thankful that we have all of the technology that we have. I mean, smartphone, it's an amazing thing. You can look up all sorts of limitless information at any time. It's just amazing. And so we should be eternally grateful for the abilities that we have through our technology. But again, we tend to abuse them and use them in ways that aren't really bringing any benefit to our life. So this mantra really helps to, again, draw that awareness to using technology to be a blessing, to be a benefit, and noticing when we're using it in a way that is not really benefiting us. And again, sometimes if you're going through a hard time, you need to glaze out. Hey, then it's benefiting you, right? It's all about bringing that awareness to what you need in the moment. And of course, if you're going to glaze out for self-care, then you have to occasionally bring your awareness back and notice if it's still benefiting you or if it's time to move on. So this mantra is just so all-encompassing of really allowing yourself to draw your conclusions, because you are the only one who can really say what is going to be the absolute best for your life. All right, everyone. Well, get out there, turn off your electronics or put them down, go do something, and get excited to draw this awareness this week. Feel free to leave me a comment about what your favorite device is and how you use it to benefit and to not do so much benefit to your life. I would love to hear about it. If you have a topic that you would like to see brought up on another episode of Q and Allie, be sure to send that in to submissions@alliecartwright.com. And you might see your question on another episode of Q and Allie. Until then, live fully, laugh lots, and love yourself.